know what makes the world ticks. So Luca has that too. He was homeless. He couldn't make it, he had to take care of his family. He bought Pudgy Penguins $2.5 million.
You've reached Toby and Brent. We'll get back to you.
So guys, billions of impressions, and I think everyone, not just in crypto, but also outside crypto, has seen this very cute penguin so far. And I think you guys just blew up, especially recently. Everyone talks about Pudgy, about the penguins. Every major company in Web3 changed their PFP on Twitter to a penguin. So you guys just blew everything out of the water. And it's very excited to have you guys here on our podcast in Bali during Coinfest to talk about all of the success. Maybe you just want to start with a quick introduction so that everybody knows what's Abstract, Igloo, Pudgy, how it all hangs together, and who you guys are. And then we jump right in.
We are the co-founder of Igloo APAC. Both of us started as a holder, and then we graduated as a community leader, and now we are handling the official APAC arm for Igloo Inc. So Igloo Inc is a company behind Pudgy and Abstract, and we have a bunch of other companies as well. But yeah, anything involving APAC expansion is Cheryl and I.
I've been working for Pudgy 3 years ago. Before Target, before Walmart, with Luca. So we take care of the Asia division. So during that time, when we were just 4 ETH, 4 ETH, and Azuki was 100 plus, Basie was 100 plus up there. I remember a few times that they were saying that, oh, you cute little things, cute little penguins. Maybe when you guys, make it up there, we'll talk more. So we've been through those times, and then till we get Walmart, till we get Target, and then Lotte in Asia. Everyone start to listen to what Pudgy is brewing, what is doing. We were kind of like underdogs. Not many people believe in us. NFT was at the peak. We were building, and then it went there. So we built during the FUD. So we came out with this community comes first, no matter what. Money comes second, money will come. I know the Western, when you're 18 or 21, you're out, you're on your own. For Asia, we have this family, a very, very strong family. So building community in Asia is kind of a bit different from Western. And food is our main language, it's our love language. So we managed to get a lot of people come in. I think we do 10x or 20x in within a year or less than a year of community. So Luca was like, oh, I think there's something in Asia. Cute people,
Kawaii.
Passion, kawaii, even Labubu. We set the trend. We're now Asia is the new trendsetter.
Yeah, and I think that's a big part we were talking about earlier, right? The shift, I would say, in the industry, right, which is building community first and versus trying to make money first. And I think we've seen a lot of companies that have kind of gone the other way and not has as much success. But this is always the $1 million question, right? Which is, even for us as investors, talking to a lot of different companies, is how do you build a community? How do you actually get people engaged? And from you guys being the underdogs to now the top dogs, talk about how you guys have been able to not just build a community, but also keep it, right? And keep people engaged, right? Because a lot of people can come in, to get excited early on, but then the moment tokens launched or there's one big announcement, then after that it's just gone. And so you guys have been able to keep that brand over a period of time. What would your kind of advice be to a lot of companies that want to maybe follow in a similar path of Pudgy?
We started during the FUD, right? So NFT, and then we were up and down, and we shoot up high, and then and it goes down, and then now we have token. We were here, and because of macro, it went all the way down 90% drop. It was very, very difficult. It's easy to pump, and but having a community and the stickiness, we use the word of sense of belonging. So we have this thing at home or in our office, a big thing like sense of belonging, and we start to branch out. How do we build a community that we felt like there's a home within a home, right? So every country we have a home. So when it comes to Indonesia, Shannon, everyone welcome us, and we have a home here. So in Web3, it's hard for us to go a lot of countries without knowing anyone, even in Web2. So for Pudgy or Pengu committee, we already have that. Every country will have a president, a vice president, and a council. We know that who they are, what they do, and everyone is well taken care of. That's one thing. Second is I felt like the underdog story. I felt like a lot of people go from Web 2 transition to Web 3 is because they didn't have the Web 2 of recognition, or they felt they're kind of out of place. I felt like that's how they come to Web3. They want to break that out. And also like being underdog, a lot of people kind of relate from it. I related like strongly, not sure from you guys. My parents were not anyone. We were from a village. And we don't even speak a word of English, right? So when we come out, everyone looked down on us. We wanted to take over an iron ore company. My dad doesn't even know how to say thank you. He knows how to say hello, but he's learning how to say thank you. So he took over a iron ore company. They were all specialists. They were all engineers. They were trying to overthrow my dad. I was there at the boardroom too. So he taught me something that I bring it throughout the whole journey. Was he taught us that think out of the box and never cap yourself. Even though we don't speak English, we can bring another kind of value. I see that in Luca too. We're bringing the biggest sales deal in the iron ore company from China, from Asia. Yes, we are not, we're not, we don't have a degree, we don't have a master's, but we have that business sense. We know what makes the world takes. So Luca has that too. He was homeless, right? And he was homeless. He's sleeping at a lot of houses. He couldn't make it. He had to take care of his family. And then when he made it to field of his entrepreneurship, he bought Pudgy Penguins $2.5 million. Most of the NFT companies, you mint a collection, you already have XX amount in the treasury. But Pudgy Penguins do not. They start from negative 2.5 when Luca brings on. So how do you get like negative 2.5 to be where it is right now? It's the community push, it's the marketing push, it's building with the right intention. So he's felt like Web2 is where the money are. We need the real numbers, not the hype numbers. We need the real numbers. We need the real channel distribution is the key. So he built in that way, and he knows the most important thing is the community. Our part is to expand the community, but our part is also think about how do we stick, right? A community that's sticky, that believe in what you do and fight for us. I'm sure at this moment a lot of people from a lot places in the world are speaking highly about Pudgy and onboarding more with that truth that people believe in us in Luca in the Pudgy team. I felt like that's what makes Pudgy such a great project.
I think there's also, because I mean, especially Aaron, you told me in the very beginning I was a holder, right? Then you graduated and then eventually became part of the team, right? And I think, when we talk to a lot of founders that bring on other people that work with them, especially when they're core, they might not have any idea what the project is. They've never used it, right? The same with investors. Like, how many projects do investors invest and never use, right? It's probably 99% of them, right? It's like, oh yeah, it's an amazing company, but I've never even downloaded the app. I've never even used it. I'm very interested in this idea because I think it comes back to what you were just saying around like having a home, right? Because if you bring on someone who's been a holder, you've been following the journey from the outside, and you'd be like, okay, this guy's really committed, this person's really excited what we're doing, and let's bring them onto the team. And I can see this, right? You guys are working literally 24/7, and I call you guys at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, we just finished some calls to get up in 3 hours, right? I mean, this is not like a normal employee sort of spirit, right? It's like, and I think that's what really made this so big. So I would love to understand the journey. Like, why did you end up like getting involved in Pudgy before you were even with Pudgy, right, as a holder, and what kind of made you so excited to then join full time and like really push this narrative?
I guess if you look back to the history of crypto, like the start of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin was the first crypto. That isn't any enterprise, any company behind the network, right? I think everyone who was a Bitcoiner proliferate to their own way. Whether you're in Argentina or you're in Malaysia or you're in China or you're in the US, you proliferate your own way. You might print stickers of Bitcoin, you might tell about Bitcoin to your friends and family over the dinner. I guess this is something that is only unique in crypto, and that's how we felt, right? Because we obviously back then we didn't know Luca, right? But we bought the NFT. I think then you have skin in the game, right? You're incentivized to, so-called pump our backs as well. Even if both of us are not working for the company, we are also incentivized to push the brand onwards, right? To proliferate the penguin, and also to tell people to onboard to the network to buy a piece of the NFT as well. And you don't see that in traditional Web2. Right? I think back to your question, right? I think the closest example that I can give is the Amazon. If you notice Jeff Bezos, the way he built Amazon, the number one rule is to listen to the customer. Right? Customer service is the number one rule. And this is what Luca and us did as well. We listened to the community. So oftentimes, a lot of things that we do, we ship, we launch, is not entirely always our own idea, right? Every 2 weeks, we run a Discord town hall meeting where it's called Inner Igloo. Only holders are able to attend, and then we listen to them, right? So holders will tell us, hey, you should go to Walmart, right? You should come up with a big, medium-sized plush, or maybe you should expand to Japan. Holders say, hey, I have an ice cream shop in Hong Kong. Can I wrap the ice cream shop with Pudgy, right? And this is really building with the community. It's like tapping into a hive mind. I don't think you can do that as Amazon. Maybe you can at the annual shareholder meeting, maybe. But for us, we do it every 2 weeks. So I think for you guys are VCs. I think if you see a founder or a team that really listen to the community, listen to the holders, and execute on them, that is a bullish sign. And I think we are probably the only example out there that does this successfully. And that's really the key. Back to your question, Brand. That's really the key of why the community is so strong. Now, I'll just tell a few stories, right? Like we have this collaboration with YGG Play. It happened last year in the conference they host. Last year, I was so sick in Manila. I remember when I was there, Jillian, right? She's the Pudgy Philippines lead. She's like, Aaron, can I just ship some medicine for you? Right? She just shipped some medicine to me.
And she checks out on you like every 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
She's like, how is it? How are you feeling? That, oh, maybe this doesn't work. I will get another one. Like, that kind of level.
Yeah.
Family. Yeah.
Exactly. Last year, she was sick.
Yeah.
So last year, she was sick in Coinfest, actually. So this year, today, Shannon, the Pudgy Indonesia lead, came and gave her pills.
I had
like just now.
Bali last year. So yeah, when you say like we want Coke. So today she brought me a lot of chocolate pills and a lot of like medicine. She's like, just in case if you don't feel good. Yeah, you count this as someone that she got me to.
The sense of care, the depth of care and love to the community is really what keeps us strong. So which is why that sometimes, like any other crypto asset, sometimes we drop 50% or 90%. But still, people still don't, they still rock their PFP. They still have their friends with them. And, right now, I think the Pengu token went 10x since April.
Yeah.
Right? So it speaks volumes to how strong the community is. And honestly, our loyalty starts and ends with the community. You mentioned about success. I don't think we are successful yet. We are still at the very beginning. And every day is day one, right? Just like what Jeff always said for Amazon. Every day is day one. So now, we're on the verge that with the community help, we're able to scale to multiple markets, and we're going to scale to multiple products and services. Hopefully one day we could be the next Disney.
Absolutely. And I think that that's also a good segue into, a big part of what we do about events, bringing people together. And ultimately for our industry, it's going to be these type of companies that have built communities that can then bring it out to the Web2 community, right? Which it's funny talking to people like not in our industry of like Web2, Web3, what's the difference, right? And it's like, you don't even know the whole, ecosystem of the industry and being, because like our industry is very international, right? You can't just do business in one country. There's not, I don't think a single company in our industry that you have like staff in one country, right? It's like your team's all over, your investors are all over, your community's all over. And especially with like, again, a cute penguin that resonates with, doesn't matter if you're Web2, Web3, who you are, right? But like, how do you think about what's going to draw in people to Web2, which is obviously the much bigger market overall, and like how you guys like think about like bringing them into crypto without being like, oh, wait a minute, it's a penguin, it's crypto involved, right? Because like, do you think about like even older people, right, who are like, oh, I don't know crypto's a scam, whatever. But I think products like what you guys have, like the community that you have, it makes a lot of sense for them to be like Disney, right? Like Disney has a brand, but it brings a wide audience. So how do you guys think about that, like in the messaging to bring people that are not crypto native into Pengu?
I think we have to start with the first thing first, which is what Cheryl have been talking about, which is the community. Yeah. Because honestly, we don't have the scale in Web3, right? To be honest, like Web3 is super small. Even the market size is what, $3, $4, $5 trillion. It's still so small compared to the other asset class. So, but what our best product in Web3 is that, we have an asset that can bring people together. Like Bitcoin brought like tens or 100 million people together. Pengu right now, we have almost 1 million holders on chain. We are so early. Obviously, we have more than that because a lot of it sits at the exchanges like Binance and Bybit. Before we even proliferate to the Web2 audience, we have to have something for them to gravitate towards. So yeah, I think right now we're just building really warm community in different parts of the world, whether in the West or in APAC. And then we have to build the top of the funnel. All right. So maybe Cheryl, we can talk more about how many views we are getting every single day and what kind of format that we are releasing. Because to me, we have to be really good digitally to get mindshare and attention. And then when we funnel those traffic to something, what is that something? To me, is the community, right?
So we felt like it has to be everywhere. One, like Pengu has to be everywhere. It's a source of trust, right? Once you have like Instagram is a source of trust channel, right? TikTok is another source of trust channel. WhatsApp, and then when you watch a movie and you saw Pengu as well. When you watch YouTube, Pengu is there. So part of marketing, everyone knows that, right? The eight points, right? You go supermarket, you saw this one. You when in the traffic, you see another one, and then eventually you were like, oh, I recognize this coin. Yeah, I would buy this coin rather than any other coins, right? One. Second, we already built that trust of this is like a blue chip company, blue chip coin. So you built that part. Third is the physical. So why Walmart is important, Target is important, distribution is important. Like every toy that you have here, we actually have a QR code. So the QR code, you would just scan it and you bring it to a Pudgy world. You can play. All you have to do is just put your Gmail, right, and you're in.
Easy.
Yeah, right. With that, you're onboarded millions of them, like coming up, right? So with physical, with digital, we believe that anyone that controls the memes controls the world, which is in our terms is the Giphy, right? Everyone has a phone. Everyone has a phone. Everyone, as long as they talk, they have this messaging channel. They would definitely use a GIF, right? Good morning, happy birthday, whatever it is. Once you have that, you control the world. So we felt like this is a great way of onboarding.
Yeah, I guess this is the bullish case for the Pudgy team. If you go back 20 years ago, there isn't any social media platform at scale, right? So the way you build a company 20 years ago would not be the way you build the company this way, like today, like how we build it. So I guess that if you look at macro, right, people are hanging out in social media every single day. They are doom scrolling. Right now we are averaging almost 1 billion views per day. Every single day. Like it's not even
it's across channel or Instagram or
it's across channel. Half of that 1 billion comes from the GIF and stickers that we have. So
you guys have epic stickers.
that is the growth hack. Honestly, that is the growth hack. Because people use different sort of text messages every day, right? Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and all this app have this GIF function that you can search for any reaction that you want to push. That contributed 500 million views every single day and growing.
This channel, we have this group that's only do the GIF. Everything that happens in the world right now. Remember the CEO astronomer? That thing on the
Kiss
day.
cam.
Yeah, kiss cam. On the day, on the night, we push it out. Like we do a GIF out there, so that blows up again. So we are always on trend. We work like 24/7. You guys know. So we took over the GIF world.
And what people don't really know as well, like we have like more than 50 accounts on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So people always reference the main account, which is like 2 million followers. But however, we have more than 50, right? And we have like the Spanish site as well. So that contributed the other half, right? 500 million impression. So this impression comes from a breakdown of GIFs, stickers, animated shots, and we have accounts that has no animation, right? So what we do is that we have an account called Kind Pengu, where we go out to the street and or even go to Twitch streamers and donate money to people who need help. It could be a $250 donation in Twitch, right? But those videos generate 100 million or 500 million views per video. So I guess this is the capabilities of the team that we are a master in terms of anchoring whatever is trendy and put our penguin there, right?
Mindshare.
Mindshare. And this is the modern day company. Like not just Pudgy, right? I think every single company have to operate this way. Today, if you have a local cafe in Bali, how do you be competitive? You cannot just rely on your location. You have to be you have to grab mindshare on Instagram, right? So that people will come to your place. So I think that's really what we are. And this is why I say we are just the beginning, because we haven't really shipped a lot of great products that can capture revenue or capture people to crypto yet. Yeah, we are super excited. We are not even successful yet, in my opinion. There's more to come. And APAC is at the heart of it because APAC is where cute IPs strive.
We also have a lot of founders, obviously, that are listening, right? And I think we talked a lot about the Pudgy side of things, but that's not the only thing you guys are doing, right? You have Abstract and you have Igloo Asia that's doing different things. So maybe we want to talk a little bit about Abstract specifically, right? Because I think that's a fantastic way to also bring different builders on, right? Different creators in different ways. And, just at the KOL lunch that you guys hosted, you mentioned sort of the app store of Web3, right? So I want to kind of iterate a little bit on that idea. Maybe you can guys share a bit of light on Abstract because I think it's just not so common.
I guess go out of first principle, like anyone who's in PR and marketing knows that if you build a following in Instagram or YouTube, this is not your following, right? You're essentially renting the following from Instagram and Facebook or YouTube, right? If they shut down,
you're done.
You're done, right? So I guess Abstract is really one of our first big attempt to own our own distribution, right? It's our own blockchain. It's a layer 2 EVM. Right now we are 7 months in. We have millions of users already. In fact, YGG Play or this game called Lowland is one of the most successful game on Abstract. So think of us as the crypto version of App Store, where in this App Store you get to discover multiple games, multiple apps. It feels like an app, but behind the scene is Lowland is one of the most successful games actually. I think the last 30 days they generated 1 million revenue, on-chain revenue that you can verify.
That's wild.
Right, that's wow. And this is that third month. I guess this is really the innovation here in crypto because typically when you launch a chain, you only generate from staking fees, trading fees, but very rarely you earn from transaction fees. I think from our side is that we have done a great job so far building a consumer chain. People actually spend money on chain. I believe Lowland on average, the average user spends $600.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Just to play games.
The biggest market is in the States, second biggest market in Vietnam. So imagine someone in Vietnam is spending $600 on average.
That's wild.
That's wild, right? This is something that the crypto scene is a first of breath air, to be really honest. Like hopefully, we could be a multi-year cycle chain. We haven't have a coin yet. It's pre-TGE, and every single traction is organic, and we are not even paying people to build on our chain, which what the other chains were doing.
Yeah, grants, investing, all these different things.
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
I mean, well, and on top of that, I think probably everyone that has an iPhone would say that everyone hates the App Store. So if you guys could actually fix this and make it more friendly to consumers, to builders, I mean, that's obviously a massive.
To creators.
Yeah,
that's very important. Yeah.
I always like to go back to the Bitcoin analogy, right? Like in Bitcoin, you have millions of people, sort of like your employee or like your promoter. They are promoting Bitcoin even without you knowing. Imagine if the Igloo team is, right? If we build, let's say right now we have around 150 people in the team, like in total, globally. Imagine we only do things on our own, like only this 150 making decisions. We are not building with the community. We wouldn't able to go this far, in my opinion. I think to build successful companies in crypto, you have to build with as many people as possible because you have to leverage on the network effect. Lowland is a game where they also incorporate Pudgy Penguins IP. So not this one, but there are a lot of holders IP that they license it directly from the holders. Basically, the holders are incentivized to promote the game as well. Hey, my design of the penguins inside the game, and they also have their own token YGG, and I don't know how many. I'm not sure how many people hold a token. Probably a lot more than 150 people, right? I guess this is really the secret of building crypto, that you have to first align incentive with the token, and then whatever you do have to build trust so that the network will build with you. They will be the one promoting you, marketing you without you spending extra money, right? And I hope this is the culture that we are brewing in Abstract, because Abstract, we don't pay for people to build, right? If you are successful in Abstract, it means that your app has product market fit, right? Our job is to build the mall where people come to the mall and spend, but you as a project have to come and build the best outlet, to be the best tenant, right? So you can capture traffic and then convert the sales.
And if your shop doesn't work, it's on you, but at least you had the foot traffic.
Yeah, it's free market, right? Yeah. I guess this is really the big difference, because other chain in the past, what they attract is people who come and farm, right? They come and put $5 million in an LP pool, farm as many U as possible. After the U is dry up, they go to another new chain to get another U. But those are not people who will shop for your stuff, right? They're not consumer. For an abstract, we don't really push DeFi protocol, like almost zero, right? So whoever that's in abstract right now are people who are actually spending money.
Not here for the financial incentives, which on most of the chains didn't work in the long term anyway. Look at all the grants they gave, which basically led to nothing because people were not incentivized because it's free money. Well, people just came because they wanted to make more money, and then as soon as the money is gone, the people are gone, right? No one is there because it's like they want to do it. I have a question though. If you now to control 150 people, that's easy, right? They're all part of the team, right? You know who they are. Now you add thousands of community members to it, right? And they all have a lot of ideas. How do you control the IP?
Yeah, so we have this contract, right? If you make more than $250,000, you have to let Pudgy Penguins know, and our lawyer will come in and we'll talk, right? See what makes sense, because we do not want big companies like Starbucks and anyone to take advantage of you, because most of us are not in the IP business. When we do a licensing company opportunity or even the deal, we already have a contract that's laid out for you, right? That's protecting your IP, and then you signed it, right? Our company is so when you do that, or even though when you do it for yourself, you earn 250, 300, $1 million. Then we come in and say, hey, maybe we can have a talk and we can grow it bigger, but in a more friendlier, protected IP way. So we do have IP specialists or IP team that able to help you along the way too.
I guess we approach this with the principle that the holders have to come first, right? The community. Yeah. So almost all of us know every holder by their PFP, by their name. And if you really use the Pudgy Penguins IP and grow a huge business, if you know you're genuine, we'll just let you do that. But I think what we want to prevent, like what Cheryl said, is that we don't want a big corporation come and buy one of our NFT and then use the NFT to build a business by bypassing, the company like Igloo, right? I think we just want the holders to win first instead of the big boys. So I guess this is the guiding principle, is that there's no right or wrong here. It's more that, if you have an idea, go do it. Take the Pudgy Penguins IP, go do your own project, your own business with it. And if you need help, come and reach out to us directly or the council member. We'll be more happy to help you amplify and proliferate, maybe post it or retweet it in the main account. And if you have an idea that need us to be involved, come directly to us. We will entertain those ideas. And it's a very collaborative kind of environment. Obviously, there are bad actors, but if there's bad actors, like what Cheryl said, we still have a legal department that will handle stuff like that.
I was really impressed with you guys' brand book, to be honest.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah, you guys sent it over for the events and stuff that are upcoming. And very detailed. Very, very nice.
I'll say we give credit to our Chief Creative Officer, Peter. He's a perfectionist. And in fact, fun fact, the leading artist for the Penguins is also Malaysian. We are both Malaysian. He basically got hired from a random job platform, 3-4 years ago. And now he's the leading artist for the Penguin. The brand Bible or the brand book is super important, because if one day you want to work with 1,000 different partners, you cannot be manually sending them, right? You have to have one guiding Bible. And we are going to be in a business of licensing. Meaning, if one day someone who is a toy manufacturer come to us and say, hey, I want to, license your IP, we give them the Bible, it's done, right? We just need to have approval rights. If someone say, hey, I want to build a mobile game with us, which what Mythical Games did, so we have a game called Pudgy Party releasing next week. Yeah, they come to us, they license our Penguin, they do a mobile game. In a lot of ways, these are not really crypto. This is like the Web2 licensing business. So a lot of us are still learning the ropes as well. But we truly believe that this is the play here. Because if you look at PopMart, which is a huge recent mega company that got listed in Hong Kong recently, I think they are at $40 billion market cap. So they're even bigger than Sunreal in terms of valuation. They got big because of a character that is like a goblin-like character. And if you go to Hong Kong or Vietnam or Thailand, Malaysia, people are clipping on their backs.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that? So I guess this is product market fit. right? Hopefully Penguin could be en route to be like them or even be better.
Yeah.
To play that game, we have to be in the licensing game. But we know that we are better because we are also in a crypto game. You know, crypto has more liquidity. If we have like 100 million holders, there'll be 100 million holders rooting for us, right? So a traditional company would not have that. They only have maybe customer buying from them. That's it. But they will not have evangelists.
Yeah, they wouldn't be as excited about
As
that,
emotional, excited.
And financially incentive too.
So
Incentivize, yeah.
this is gonna be the playbook for the future. I think. Like I think the future entertainment company will play. You know, we'll build the way we built in Pudgy.
Very, very cool. I think there's you know, as you said, you guys are just at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to come. Super exciting. I love the analogy with the home, right? Because I think even like just joining your KOL lunch today, it's exciting how excited people are,
Thank you.
right? And just
Yeah.
getting to know a couple of the ecosystem members. And tonight we have a party, so I think we'll bring a lot more excited people to this place here. And with Abstract, I think a lot of founders are going to be excited about what's coming up. And revolutionizing App Store, you know, is something that is anyway ready and much needed. So like,
Yeah. I think I will just end by saying that, you know, Pudgy or Abstract, we essentially building a global home where anyone can be somebody. Right? I think that's something that it's truly like everyone in the company knows this. This is like the official mission statement in the company that we are building a platform where everyone can feel that they are somebody here. All right. So yeah, no one gonna left behind. You know, if you're an artist, come over. We'll amplify your work. If you're an entrepreneur, come over. We'll help connect you with the right investor, right teammates, future employee. If you're educator, come here. We can do workshops. You know, there's a role for everyone here, and the glue of it is really the cryptocurrency asset, the NFT, the token, and with the token now we have a bigger family. Before token, we are restricted to maybe 15K unique holders. That's it around the world. Now we have 1 million holders, right? So I guess yeah, this is really the beginning because you know billions will huddle. Hopefully one day we'll be like Meta. Meta has like 1 to 2 billion users globally. Obviously, we do have the infrastructure to scale that. Let's see, right? Yeah. What will happen when we have 2 billion penguins around the world? It's a food for thought.
Thanks for coming on. This is an awesome episode. I think the community is really going to love it, and we'll get back to you.